When I was 15 years old, my uncle, a guy called Colin Chilvers, he was the supervisor on Superman, the movie, and I kept bugging him to take me into work with him, and one day he did, and he took me on to the Fortress of Solitude set, which was on the James Bond stage at Pinewood Studios. And when I walked in through the door, it was just when they were doing a shot of Christopher Reeves flying down the length of the Bond stage in the ice set, the Fortress of Solitude. And as soon as I saw him flying and all the smoke and everything, it's just, you know, I was hooked. This is what I wanted to do, and I bugged my uncle to bring me in for the rest of the holiday. The most difficult thing was having Sandra Bullock's character fly down the space station. You know, because Alfonso wanted her in a very small pair of knickers and a top. So, you know, we had to create with a team of people that I had a small harness that fitted underneath, and also fly her in such a way that she didn't look like she was hanging on wires. You know, so we used multiple wire. You know, we used a rig that we designed and built called the 12-wire rig, which supported her on her shoulders and her hips. And then we added a couple of extra bungees to her legs to keep her legs up as well, so she wasn't straining. So probably that, for us as a department, special effects, that was probably the hardest challenge of the movie. The last movie that had me in awe of its special effects was probably, well, the movie that really blew me away was The Dark Knight, which I thought at the time was, you know, I went and saw it about 5 times. I enjoyed it so much. You know, and it was because of the practical element of it, you know, the big truck flipping over and the buildings blowing up, and, you know, all done full scale. So that was probably the last movie that sort of blew me away, apart from Gravity. The favourite film that I worked on, that's quite hard. I mean, Gravity was you know, was great because it was challenging. For raw sort of special effects, as in practical, you're looking at maybe Saving Private Ryan and Gladiator, which were, you know, very physical movies. So they're probably my 3 favourite movies. I like, you know, different types of effects. You know, I like creating explosions. You know, I like creating explosions with colour. You know, giving them body and making them look different. You know, instead of giving it the big fireball every time. You know, try and create different ways of making that explosion different. Whether it's putting different coloured dusts in it, or, you know, using different materials. You know, the other thing is that, you know, I like to build big hydraulic rigs. You know, I have a great team of people that collaborate with me, and, you know, the bigger the rig, the better, really. I think the reason Britain has an amazing talent pool of effects and visual effects is that, you know, we are quite a small, you know, as in regards to the world, we are quite a small group of people, you know, compared to the States especially. And I think, you know, to survive in the UK, you know, you have to be good at what you do. So I think, you know, people like myself and my brothers and the other special effects supervisor, they have to keep on their game, you know, or else we don't work. So, you know, I think that's one of the reasons that, you know, that we're good at what we do, you know, and why it's inviting for the Americans to come over here and use British special effects and visual effects houses. The best way, I think, to get into special effects is basically, you know, do your university degrees, in whatever field you like model making, or in for the visual side of it, graphics, Maya, that sort of stuff. And then just be very persistent. Don't give up, don't take no for an answer, and just keep at it. It's about dedication. We work very long hours, and we're always looking for people that are dedicated to what they do, and don't come into this business thinking I want to make lots of money, because it's not what we want to hear. We want to hear people that love what they do and want to be passionate about what they do, and the money will come at a later time.